greater Pittsburgh community, a place where it was not unusual to see Hasidic Jews, Reform Jews, Irish Catholics, African Americans, immigrants from Haiti, Russia, and China, and everyone in between, all going about their daily lives in harmony. A place where I was taught the Jewish values of tzedakah, charity, tzedek, social justice, and tikkun olam, heal the world. To have this special neighborhood, my neighborhood, thrust into the national spotlight in such a horrific way is like a cruel nightmare. This has been a very challenging year that hit close to home for my family. It started for us with the mass murder of 17 students at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. This is where my husband went to high school and close to where my husband's family still lives. This summer, I took over as volunteer leader of the DC chapter of Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America, a growing movement of people, not just moms, who support common sense gun safety laws that are proven by data to help save lives. As part of the gun violence prevention community, I've sadly come to realize that gun violence is a public health epidemic. From mass shootings to domestic violence, to unintentional shootings by children with access to unsecured guns, to homicides on the streets of our cities, which take lives almost every day here in DC, to the nearly 2/3 of gun deaths that are suicide, to police shooting of innocent civilians, to law enforcement officers being shot and killed in the line of duty. So unfortunately, I'm familiar with this type of grief, but not in Squirrel Hill, not in my neighborhood, and not the Jewish people again, my people. Then came yesterday morning, the Jewish Sabbath, which is supposed to be a day of peace and rest. 11 Jewish worshipers were slaughtered in my community. The murderer was radicalized online and fed off the growing tolerance for hate speech in this country. He's part of a growing group of domestic white supremacist terrorists moved to take violent action against their perceived enemies. This is part of a 57% increase in anti-Semitic incidents in the U.S. What apparently sent the Pittsburgh murderer over the top was a Jewish movement to support refugees coming into the country. Refugees often flee violence, hatred, war, and famine. Supporting refugees is important to Jews because we have often been refugees across our 4,000-year history, fleeing persecution. I too was part of the movement of Jews to support refugees, joining the Capitol Hill Good Neighbors Refugee Resettlement Group. We have helped several Muslim families from Afghanistan who helped support our military efforts in Afghanistan and now fear persecution from the Taliban in their home country. I was probably the first Jewish person they ever met. This is the kind of tzedek, tzedakah, and tikkun olam that I was taught growing up in Squirrel Hill. So I stand strong today and say that I will never give up. I won't give up supporting common sense gun safety reform. I won't give up supporting gun violence victims and their families, and I won't give up supporting refugees in need of assistance. Here is my call of action to you. We need everyone to take action. Take action in whatever way you feel comfortable, be it calling your representatives in Congress, knocking on doors to elect gun sense candidates, advocating for religious tolerance and refugee asylum and tolerance of all kinds, donating to the many great charities working on these issues, or text ACT, A-C-T, to 64433 and join Moms Demand Action. We need to elect politicians who will work for common sense gun safety laws. And we need to address the underlying causes of this disease in our country. The anti-Semitism and racism and homophobia and religious intolerance and intolerance of all kinds infecting this country. Democracy is no longer a spectator sport. You gotta get in the game. And we need as much help as we can get. We need each one of you. So I'm calling on you to take action. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel, for your leadership, for your resilience. call to action.